No, Maya. Okay, so it's Mayans. So Darkroom is taking, like, willing to play that. Interesting choice might be. Let's see how it goes. It's 1-0 for Bloodlust, by the way, if you just joined. And once again, what the players are playing for, who's winning that set is making it into the. We can call it main event, but whatever. It will be just this. It will be the semifinals of the tournament, happening next week. Bloodlust trying to lane there, and and he's doing good job with this one. Actually, no, Darknoom will likely get it. Bloodlust being super annoying with this sheep. And Darknoom has there a couple of idle villages. There's lots of idle villages there when he was shooting the scout, but not really doing the damage. Also, he already walled the berries. He is likely going for the deers right now with gods. Darknoom is only walling the berries. That is no. Okay, Darknoom is already killed all the ostriches. That's pretty good. But this is what Bloodlust is going to do right now. Also, Darknoom committed 2 villages forward, unlike Bloodlust who committed only 1. And Bloodlust needs to be careful there, because there are more villages and there will be the eagle. Yeah, the eagle is coming. Like he has to kill this one, and he has to run back ASAP. Otherwise, this villager might go down for Bloodlust. It's already on 30 HP, but actually he should be fine. Or will he? I think if Darknoom plays this one well, this villager will die. It's... it hurts. He was turning back there. Yeah, Darkroom is going to block this one. Actually, no, Darkroom won't do it. Blood is saving the villager. And Darkroom losing the... Oh, this is so huge. This is so huge. Darkroom losing the eagle, and Darkroom also with a bit lower HP on this villager, but Blood is going to commit against this one. But this was so good. And Bloodless, Darkroom also has 1 minute of idle TC time compared to Bloodless who has 7 seconds. So Bloodless is 2 villages ahead. He also killed the eagle of Darknoom. This is looking so good for Bloodless. Darkroom still has there lots of sheep. And Darkroom is now trying to kill the palisade, which I believe is a good decision. You can't really kill the palisade there, and it's only the feudal palisade with 150 HP. Also, the village has bonus against palisade, so you can commit their villagers and try to kill like 3 tiles and get the food instead. That's a good play. Let's see if Bloodless will do the same. Yeah, he is going to do the same.
I think the palisade nerf kind of hit Socotra
Yeah,
a little bit.
By the way, the Bloodless can wall this villager in. Yeah, the one of Darknoom. Like this villager is literally asking for to be walled in there. It's standing in the corner there. I think this is what Bloodless is trying to do, but yeah, I don't think it will happen. It's likely going to just try to make there more places, just to make it more annoying.
But with the weak dark edge palisades, like
yeah, this is super annoying by Bloodless, and I like it. Yeah, this is a good play.
Yeah.
Okay, but Bloodless behind this, I'm not sure if you saw it, but Darknoom already with lots of idle TC time, 1 minute 15 seconds, which is literally 3 villagers, compared to Bloodless who has now 35 seconds. It's not optimal either. But he is trying to click up at this point. Here we go. Oh! Bloodless walled the village of Darknoom. Bloodless did it. This is so good.
Wow. Socotra is so messy too. Like sometimes it's like it's the smallest map ever, but everything is happening all over at once. So it's like where to look.
I think Bloodless is in such a good position. Like he's 1 villager ahead. He also has a scout still. Oh, now he has Durando. He still has a scout. He's also 20 seconds faster to fuel than Dark Noob. It's really good position for him. So far, no dead villagers though. Only the Eagle of Dark Noob died, so it wasn't as aggressive game as we saw with Derp, for example. Oh no, the villager escaped. He's trying to wall her in. Obviously because Bloodless is going for archers, so he knew that if this villager stays there trapped, then he can kill it with the archers. But Bloodless is playing really well so far. Also walling this side, I like it a lot. He's developing a nice base where he will get... So he also has safe food eco, safe farm eco. Dark Noob doesn't really need the farm eco at this point because he's on berries, but if he will be pushed off the berries, then Dark Noob will be in huge troubles.
He's already one villager on stone here, I see.
Yeah, I don't understand it, villager on stone.
Like...
Dark Noob is still going for range, so he likely wants to play archers because he's just there 2 on gold. He's not queuing eagles, which I think is reasonable because he doesn't have the food for them anyways. I think Bloodless is just so much better eco development at this point than Dark Noob.
Yeah. And like we were talking about the benefits with Mayans, like the early bloom and the resources lasting longer, but like all the benefits are kind of out of the window now.
Yeah, and Bloodless is even ahead after all those.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do agree. I think Bloodless is like wherever oh, he's running with the scout under the TC, but Dark Noob didn't realize
is
it.
building a tower on that stone.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? I think we will also see tower on the berries very soon.
Is it worth it to build a tower on the berries? Like,
I think he needs it. Like, or what was the other reason to be on stone at this point for Dark Noob? Like other than making towers there.
just gonna commit the wills now to fight this. He can do it, man. Or nice.
Yeah, there is because there is the Tower of Bloodless, and Dark Noob has now 4
Yeah.
farms, 4 farms. Like, you have to stop this. You need the berries if you are Dark Noob, and there's still a lot of them.
That's like, alright, now it's 3 archer, but that was like 2 archers and a half HP scouts, and he had wills there. I think he could have just fought that, to be
Yeah,
honest,
but
with the wills
it's
and
also fletching. Dark Noob doesn't have fletching at this point. I mean, I kind of agree he could have fight this one, but I'm not sure it would be worth it. But I think what he should have done is the defensive tower there. Like, what was the other reason to be on stone? Where do you want to put the other towers if you are Dark Noob? Forward? That's not possible because you don't have the map control. So defensive makes sense, and then it has to be the freeze. Oh, there, this one, yeah, but he will go back anyways. He cannot go through there.
Maybe he's on stone because he wants to like use the market.
Yeah, but oh, I guess maybe, but doesn't make much sense either, I believe. There's the blacksmith for Dark Noob right now, so he will get fletching, but Bloodless is the map control. Oh, Bloodless, though. Why is Bloodless? Bloodless is wheelbarrow. Surprisingly early wheelbarrow, but he does have decent farm eco, so I guess it's not bad for him. So this is the reason why Dark Noob is 1 village ahead right now, but obviously without wheelbarrow. Behind this, Bloodless 1 minute 45 seconds of idle TC time, Dark Noob 2 minutes. So still advantage in that regard for Bloodless, and I would be surprised if Bloodless isn't going faster to Castle Age than Dark Noob.
And he got 2 villagers on stone already, so that can, well, on Socotra that can indicate like maybe he wants to put like another tower, maybe closer to Dark Noob's range. I don't think that would be the worst option, to be honest.
I think if I would be Bloodless, I wouldn't be throwing my army away. That would be the start, and then I would go back. I would try to be faster in than faster castle than Dark Noob, and I would make the castle on this one hill. Like that one hill in front, like the blacksmith. There is one hill in the middle, right? There's no other middle. So yeah, there I would try to make the castle if I would be Bloodless, and then you are winning the game. So let's see, it's going to be okay. Dark Noob buying a lot. Also Bloodless is a market as well. I think both players can basically click up very very soon if they just use the market. But this is huge. If Dark Noob is faster to a castle age and will get there for the castle on this hill, which I was talking about,
The castle, yeah.
then I think he can definitely win the game. Blood is going there for the tower, right? Weird. I think the tower. Yeah, but with Technoob now pulling the villages, I guess it makes sense. Dark Noob just doesn't want to give up like 4 farms there.
Is it? But is it enough space to put the castle on that hill, or are the hills gonna?
Yeah, but on with castles you don't need perfect 4.4. If it's even if there's a bit of hail, there you can put their castle. Unlike TCs.
Yeah.
So I'm very sure that you can castle this hill.
I think what would be a cool thing for Bloodless to do is like place 1 or 2 houses there
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that
agreed.
hill, just to avoid the castle. And if he sees that he is up earlier, he can delete it. But just to secure the.
Yeah, but
Oh
Dark Noob is going
boy.
for way more forward castle.
Boy, I like this. Let's go. Let's go. He's sending everything.
Bloodless needs to send all the villages back here. This is what he's doing right now.
But he's sending everything, and he is only 87% up. 88.
Bloodless trying to make this is like counter-douching. Like just make the houses.
He's like
Don't get
sending,
there.
yeah.
But there's a spot on the right. Oh, and I think Dark Noob should be way more aggressive with this castle. I would
Yeah,
put
he
it
can
closer
place
to
it
do.
like much like between the range and the wood there, for instance.
So well, Dark Noob doesn't have that much army. The thing is that Plus doesn't have that much army deal or like damage dealing army. He has their 2 archers, 2 skirmishers, so there's no chance that he will deny this. Okay, and this is really tricky position for Pladas now. He's almost up, but simply this castle is so huge for Dark Noob. He's now controlling so much of the map with this. Like Socotra is so much about placing 1 castle on the hill, and this is what Dark Noob achieved, not Bloodless.
Yeah.
He even though that he was ahead. But what is Bloodless going to do from this?
He's building a monastery and a seed workshop.
Which doesn't do much against eagles potentially, but I mean there won't be. There's an issue actually because there could be a couple of eagles. Also, Dark Noob has there a couple of plumes. Dark Noob also has Botkin, so those plumes will be reasonably strong. Also, Dark Noob is now taking the berries of Bloodless, so that's pretty nice for him as well. I think Bloodless is dead actually. Like what Bloodless would need to do is I don't know. Bloodless isn't on stone, so he cannot make castle. Like what Bloodless could do, forward castle on Dark Noob, if he would be on stone. In that case, I would say it's very open. But Bloodless cannot pressure really Dark Noob's base, and Dark Noob can easily pressure Bloodless base with this.
To be honest, I think. Well,
Oh, Dark Noob is. I mean, Bloodless is going through. This is a good decision. It's not too much army. It's 5 skirmishes, 2 archers, but Dark Noob literally doesn't have anything in his base against it. This is really good move there by Bloodless. Like, it still feels like Bloodless either needs to boom or he needs to make a castle.
yeah, like I think house cards would be really good.
Yeah, but
But
like for now, the thing is that he will even lose the main TC. So playing goats on 1 TC is never a good sign for him. Now obviously he will lose that army versus the. He will lose that army versus the plumes.
But he got like 17 villagers. Like if you look at Bloodless gold mine, it looks like a Huang game.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
17 villagers.
Oh no! There's the trap. The Mangonel was close to the castle, but Dark Noob was is just shooting the TC and he wasn't paying attention. Whatever, Dark Noob is killing all the push in his base now.
take some of those builds off and like go for the stone.
He's going for the extra TC right now.
Yeah. Well, it's not gonna be an extra TC. It's gonna be the
Yeah,
TC.
and the thing is that like now he has some skirmishes, some archers. This is why I like more Mayans on Socotra, because they are so much easier to play. You just make a castle and you go for the 1 TC, either eagles or plumes, and it's really strong. With gods you need eco there.
Yeah. Oh, those mangonel.
That was reasonable.
At Bloodless TC there.
Yeah, but feels like there's no way really. Like Bloodless is lost the TC in his base. He will also lose the production buildings. He only has their one monk and one mangonel to defend his like main base basically. And he's not pressuring Dark. Like he would need to pressure Darkno, but at the same time, if you would move there with 5 crossbows and 2 mangonels, then Darkno makes 3 eagles and kills your push. This is why you need to
he kind of has the position in the south with some of the towers and now moving some mangonels there, and he's on stone already.
Yeah, but he has 2 stone at this point. I mean, yeah, this is the only way for him. I do agree that he needs to be counter pushing this side.
He has 900 gold.
I actually agreed.
1k gold. But I don't.
Yeah, the thing is, first of all, we're
like you showed us last game, like he can be in a bad position, but with the right moves, he can.
Yeah, but now he will likely lose the mangonels to the mangonel of Dark Noob.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it.
But the towers, I think those 2 towers are really helping him.
Yeah, but I mean, still a couple of. If Dark Noob just makes their 3 eagles, then and there's 3 mangonels, then he will just lose those.
Yeah.
So he cannot. It's tough for him to push there, and Bloodless doesn't have the stone to. Like I guess Bloodless' plan is to go imp. Make a defensive, which actually makes sense, but Dark Noob is already up.
Look at what Dark Noob is doing.
Yeah, Dark Noob is already up. Dark Noob also has their mangonels, and Dark Noob has their plume. So what I think Dark Noob wants to do is to castle that hill in front of the TC of Bloodless.
Yeah. This is well played by Dark.
Yeah, for sure.
I would have wanted I wanted to see Bloodless come a little bit back into the game. Like I would have loved to see the Goths versus Mayans if Goths got a castle up as well. I think it would be super interesting on this map.
As Bloodless doing like downwatch before a hand card, he needs to go imp. But it doesn't matter. He's still 2 minutes. He would be still 2 minutes behind on imp. What happens? Okay, castle versus castle. So Darknum isn't going for that castle in the middle. He's making second one next to his original castle. And the thing is that Bloodless would say, okay, I can survive to imp and make trap war, but you cannot.
He's smashing the gold, so very good BO here.
Yeah, but there is still one mangonel left for Darknoob here, so it's not even winning that micro war. Still, the castle goes up for Bloodless, and he will be likely clicking imp anytime soon. But I think once he sees the imp of Darknoob, he will call it.
I would go like, don't make a Husko, don't make a single, like make anarchy, don't make any villagers, just spam Huskos.
Yeah, this is what he's going to do. Exactly, but other 2 castles versus like 20 plumes. Don't think that you can really do it. Also, the thing is that Darknoob doesn't have a monastery. So monastery would definitely help there, but that's basically it. Bloodless trying to go there for the counter attack. One has a call in Darknoob's base, which he likely didn't see by now. Also, Darknoob is moving for the gold. Actually, the most safe gold that Darknoob could be taking is likely the one in Bloodless base.
Yeah.
Well, like he's still taking one, but it will finish very soon.
Would be curious to see, like if like what Bloodless has going on for him right now. It would happen a lot, like sooner in the game.
Yeah. Then there is a chance. I do agree.
But like that's of course it's Socotra, and of course it's super easy to like spec a game and ask reasonable questions. But
You're like you're. I guess it's kind of inexperience there. That's all. Other than that, you should, if you play enough Socotra, you likely should realize that what decides the game most of the time is well positioned castle on a hill.
yeah,
So that's kind of simply inexperience of Bloodless, and this is why he wasn't playing. He wasn't focusing on that as much as he should.
those Huskars.
Yeah, it's decent numbers, right? But
Yeah,
still.
that's a decent numbers, and the plumes are not dealing that much damage to them.
Oh, especially if they are running right. Like 6 plumes died there just because they were moving wrong direction.
And enough Huskars can even take down castles.
Yeah, well, 2 castles with Bracer I wouldn't be too confident about. But I do agree, like this is the composition that should be beating.
He needs to have like. Oh, yeah, they're so close.
Yeah, like he would need trumps as well with this.
Yeah.
I mean,
But then again, like
Huskar
Huskarlin's eco is not what Darknir wants right now. But,
yeah.
I mean, it's cool to see. I mean, we can try to hypecast this, but.
No, I mean,
like Mem's that.
no, like he's doing a good job with this one. Joking aside, he's killing the villages of Darknoob. He denied their TC. If Bloodless would realize that he's having the Husk, yeah, here we go. He'll kill there even like 5 more villagers. And then the most important thing is that Darknoob, what Darknoob wanted to do, send those 2 traps and kill the rest of Bloodless. He didn't want to send those plumes back and deal with the Huskar spam.
Yeah. Like he's an imp, he wants to push.
Honestly, like, and now the traps. Okay, Darknoob is realizing.
I actually believe in the
I actually starting to believe as well, but the thing is that Bloodless is 39 villagers, and he's losing the traps.
But Darknoob doesn't have any farm eco.
Well, he doesn't need farm eco, to be fair.
Well, he doesn't need farm, but like he just sustaining villager production to increase the plume numbers.
Yeah, like that won't happen. I do agree. But I mean, actually, Bloodless.
I think this is. I believe in this because you know what? I've done this with Goths a few times, and
I think there's enough of Husks too. Darknoob has to be super careful with the plumes. That's for sure. Seriously, I do agree. Like, imagine if Bloodless would play this one.
Soon. As well. That's a trap Darknoob don't want to lose.
Yeah. That's. And now he's sending everything into the castles, but it means that Bloodless should be sending the husks for the villages.
Yeah, like he's sending the plumes into the castle, but that's not where Darknoob wants to use his plumes.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then Bloodless can run around, and every time he has to hit and run, he has to go back to the castle.
Look at Darknoob welcome now. He will be like 33 villages. 35 villages left for Darknoob. Well, most of them are on this gold in the middle. Actually, there's 13 villages in the middle. Everything else is idle for Darknoob.
Bloodless is saving up. He got 16 more Huskars on the side, while Darknoob is struggling versus like the 8 that is in his base.
I was so sure that this game is over.
He has 2 monks. He can just send the Huskars back, heal them, and come in with another batch.
And also, Bloodless do have 4 relics. So, and 4 relics if you have 40 villagers is a big part of your eco.
I mean, I told you, man. Our Stradamus is striking again, but well, the game isn't won. But no, don't send the monks under the TC, man.
Yeah, because now the villagers in the TC is dying, so that means like the TC doesn't matter, but the farm villages, farm actually matters.
Oh, all those 3 villagers.
No, like the farms, because now it's not like Dark Noob can get the farm eco now. Like, I don't think that Bloodlust can win this game because there's no way for him to kill those castles, at least for now. But I don't think that Dark Noob can win the game.
Because he keeps sending them back to heal the wounded ones.
No, like, jokes aside, I believe that there's no way for Dark Noob right now.
Oh, for Dark Noob? Oh,
yeah, but I mean, for like Bloodlust to finish this game versus two castles and versus 30 plumes is also really tough. But I don't think that he can lose the game.
I think Bloodless. Yeah, look at that, man.
I was so sure that it's really over. Impressed by Bloodless.
I never stopped believing in the Huskars, the YOLO strat with the growths.
Yeah, Dark Noob is now down to 29 villagers, and he has 12 here. The thing is that what happens if Dark Noob is running out of this gold? I believe that then he cannot get any other gold spot, and then he has to call it, basically.
Bloodless has enough stone for another castle. Yeah, look at that. He's placing... What?
Yeah.
Why? Why is he placing it there?
Either it should be on the gold spots, like, I would say more defensive on the gold spots, or maybe on the hill where he had the first castle.
The fuck is he defending, like...
Well, I mean, he's defending the most important part of his eco, which is the relics, to be fair.
Steri and the farms, maybe? He's considering it more valuable. Yeah, more long
so
time.
he has the, like, Raxis on the other side, so I feel like he doesn't want to lose those.
I mean,
and he's safe there, he feels, but...
Floating gold. Like, if he just... Like, he could build another barrack and buy, like, 500 food and just spam so many Huskars right now.
Yeah, that's true. Like, that's the thing, like, Dark Noob will always go there, move back.
Yeah.
And he can keep doing the plumes. He doesn't need anything else. And like, any villager down now is really huge for Bloodless. And another thing is that, as I said, Dark Noob really has only one gold to work with at this point, which doesn't have just 900... It has 1100 HP, 1100 gold on it left. But this is bad fight by Bloodless.
Yeah. But at the same time, he has... Well, yeah, look, now he's getting another armor upgrade for the Huskars, which means they're gonna be tougher.
That's good. That's good.
And you know what? I think if Bloodless, he could even sell some wood, but just get enough to just place a single tower on that hill, just so that if he's using his Huskars in another place, that Dark Noob can't go and take the gold.
Yeah, or make it on the gold maybe.
Yeah, like on the hill, on top of that gold, so it reaches over. I think.
Bloodless knows that those 4 husks are dead, so he's just patrolling with them on no attack. And Dark Noob has to stay there with his army for like 1 minute till he kill those. Yeah, this is definitely the best Socotra game that we have. But Dark Noob can now kill so many villagers. Look at this. This is like 15 villages. This is 20 villages down, maybe.
That's half the eco.
I think Dark Noob is winning the game after all.
Well, if Bloodless sends the Huskars over there.
Yeah, he does, but now he's...
The army that Dark Noob has, he can't reproduce now. Look at his rest, he can't reproduce that army.
Yeah, but Bloodless cannot also reproduce his army forever. And all like the plumes
he has 900 gold. I don't know.
Yeah, actually that's true. He does have gold. But like, Dark Noob has there too many plumes. Dark Noob has there 40 plumes. He can two-shot those husks. And he can move under the castle.
These Huskars are gonna do better than the previous ones because they got the new armor now. They got that.
Yeah, where's the castle that matters actually? Like, Dark Noob is at 22 villages right now. 22. And he doesn't have any gold. The gold there is left is 800 gold. Like, Bloodless shouldn't lose this game. But I think there's a good chance that he does.
Oh, Bomber, by the way. Bomber in the chat. What up?
Yeah, this is such a great game. This is likely the best game of the tournament by now. And likely, honestly, this is likely the best Socotra game that I've ever seen. When jokes aside.
This is interesting with the Rams, and he's...
Yeah, I think you shouldn't be moving there with the Rams at this point. You only have 2, you will lose them.
Yeah. Well, he can...
It's another half villager down. Like, Dagnum cannot reproduce his villages, right? So, any villager...
Yeah, he doesn't have a TC, oh my god. Who is this? Is this Eddie playing Socotra, or what is this?
Yeah, I mean, he will lose the Rams there, bloodless. Those Rams are basically waste.
Oh my god. Oh, did you see all those dead Huskars? He had so many low HP Huskars inside the Ram.
Yeah,
When the Ram died, they all just fell apart.
Well, look at the score. Like, Dagnum is 1300 score ahead. Dagnum who has 21 villagers, once again. 21 villagers. He only is taking wood. He is not taking anything else. This is all the eco of Dagnum.
And now he's going forward again to build that mining camp on that. Like, where Bloodless has an outpost, make a tower.
Okay, Dagnum is now moving back to gold, so there is this 800 gold left, plus its mine. Yeah.
Oh, but look in the south. 2 Huskars are coming for raid there from Bloodless.
Yeah, well, there's only a lumber camp. But there's one...
Yeah.
Okay, so Dagnum's villages. 1 villager in the base. Like 6 villages on the gold, and rest of the villages on the south. But Bloodless is moving there right now.
Yeah.
But Bloodless lost all the villages in his base. I
What
think...
the fuck? Bloodless is attacking the lumber camp.
Well, Dagnum cannot remake his lumber camps, right? And now he's realizing the trade. So Dagnum is at 19 villages right now.
A big fight with the Huskars and the Plumes now as well.
Yeah, this is good. Like, any plume dead is good for Bloodless.
Yeah.
But and now you have to go back, and now you will just lose them. Like,
Bloodless can just keep going. If he sacrifices 10 Huskars for every 1 bill, he will win the game.
like, are we going to stay there forever till they will run out of resources on the map?
This series is yeah. They like their games, man.
Right, so there are more Rams for Blood. Don't go for Rams, Bloodless. Don't go for Rams. Okay, this gold.
Now
he's
0 on gold.
Like the last gold spot that Dagnum can take is the one in the middle, which has now 500 gold left.
But I wonder when they are both gonna start realizing they can go for that gold in Bloodless or base, but...
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
Like...
I mean, Bloodless sees it, right?
Yeah, well they both can see it, but... I mean, what is Darknoob gonna do? Is he gonna risk his 10 villagers to take that gold, or is he gonna risk taking them in the middle?
Actually, I'm Bloodless here. Right, so Dagnum is down to 17 villagers. Bloodless is down to 45. None of them made a villager until... Actually, no. Bloodless is queuing villagers. Okay.
Yeah, he's queuing wheels. He got the relics.
And he has second TC actually. He's queuing. Bloodless is mega booming. He's queuing from two TCs.
What? 2 TCs? Oh boy.
This is like 7 TC boom on Arena basically.
Yeah. This 2 TCs on Socotra.
Okay, you have to be kidding me with this one.
That's like
crazy, yeah. All right, so Yeah, like, to be fair, Bloodlust still has 3 times the amount of villagers that Dark Noob does, but Dark Noob has 3 times the army of that Bloodlust has.
Love it if he just like queued a mangonel in that seed workshop at the hill and just kept it there just for the right moment. Like,
Yeah, I
don't
think
risk it, just have it there.
like, I mean, this is what a weird match. This is the best game that you will ever see. Likely.
This is
Unless,
this is epic.
if
This
you're,
is just a good old epic game actually.
yeah.
Oh, in the woodline, the bloodless woodline. Look there.
Oh yeah, that hurts. That hurts
Oh
a lot.
yeah, yeah. Even being on 2TCs, that's gotta. What?
And Bloodlust is calling it.
No.